It, of course, is the budget today. Yes, he's going to get that little brown case out and tell us what the life in the UK is going to be like for the next 12 months. A man who's going to gaze into a crystal ball for us is Jonathan Davis, who's economist and wealth manager. Good morning, Jonathan.
Hi, Bill.
How good is your crystal ball, then? Is it working well today, Jonathan?
It's a bit foggy, I'm afraid.
What do you reckon, then? What's your number? I mean, if I was to be a betting man, I would guess that most of the public would probably want gas and electricity prices to be frozen in this budget.
Well, I guess you're absolutely correct. And I guess the Chancellor is going to pull some rabbits out of the bag, and he's going to be looking for some headlines in the newspaper tomorrow morning, which will put the Chancellor's views in a positive light, because let's face it, that's what an annual budget is. It's not about sorting out the economy. It's a party political broadcast, which every party uses, those that can get into power, that is. And we're now 3 years since the last general election. Amazingly, it's only 2 years to the next one. So clearly, he's looking for some positivity. He's going to try and create some spare money so that he can buy votes next year, and particularly in 2015.
Well, of course, obviously, to take money off things, he's got to get it from somewhere else. Where is he going to get the money from?
Well, we know some things. We know that they're going to reduce public spending by what sounds an enormous amount of money, £2.5 billion. Obviously, to you and me, well, I assume to you as well, it's a lot of money. But you know, it's out of over £700 billion of annual government spending, so it's not actually that much. It's not even 0.5%. We also know that those who are into higher rate tax, who pay 40% tax, we know that the higher rate band of earnings is going to come down a bit. So in other words, it's going to be sooner in the pay structure that you actually pay higher tax. So that's going to raise some money for them. And on the positive side for individuals, those who pay for childcare, there's an expectation that there's going to be tax relief on childcare. And we also know that those earning at the lower end are going to benefit, because they're going to be able to earn a little bit more before they start paying some tax. But ultimately, I think overall he's going to take money out of the system, he's going to take money from us this year, and he's going to build a war chest, as I say, for next year and the following year.
Do you think there's any chance of him, for example, reducing fuel duty or VAT?
I don't think there's any chance of him doing anything on VAT. With regards to fuel duty, yes, it's possible. It would certainly be a positive sentiment winner, no question. It is remarkable that, and just to give your listeners an idea of what's going on in global markets, that the price of fuel on global markets has actually fallen about 20% over the last 2 years, and that's both for oil as well as gas. But of course, we haven't seen those reductions. Because, in effect, you know, whatever you believe in or you agree with, we're actually paying for German manufacturers of renewable energy equipment to make vast profits. You know, whether you're a green or a non-green, that's the reason why our fuel bills have actually continued to rise, even though global fuel has gone down. Absolutely.
And nice to see that the French are going to be building the new nuclear reactors in the UK, as I saw in the news last night. And what about the kind of the standards, the cigarettes and alcohol, the ones that always go up? More of that?
Probably, yeah. I think if those serious headline grabbers, they're the things that I think he probably would do closer to the general election. But Bill, can I please put the bigger picture on this? The bigger picture is that the budget it is not, I need to say again, it's not there to sort out the economy. It's to buy votes. As an economy, the UK is bankrupt. We owe the equivalent of £5,000 billion, and yet we take in taxes of £600 billion. You do the math.
Wow.
Whatever they do, they're simply tinkering. Until there's a radical change in our economics, there's no way that we're going to experience any economic growth. We haven't had any economic growth for 6 years already, and I tell you, I don't think we're going to have any for 26 years if they continue to do what they're doing, and that's all sides of the political spectrum.
Well, Jonathan, let's see what happens today. Maybe we can grab you tomorrow for a quick 5 minutes to go over what you've been discussing there to see which bits of it came true.
Sure, by all means.
Fantastic. We'll speak to you tomorrow. Jonathan Davis, an economist and wealth manager, and the budget is, of course, today.